Welcome back, guys. Here with none other than Amafella at 7th Century Music, fellas. Flipping fantastic performance, man. Honestly, guys, welcome.
Thanks, man. Thanks, appreciate it.
Honestly, it's been a pleasure to have you guys again. Kaz, obviously, we've met a while back ago, and it was great to have you again here on the podcast. Same as Tanaka as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Bailey Brown, first time meeting you today.
Yes, it's nice to meet you, man, and you've been very welcoming. So thank you very much, and we're looking forward to this interview.
Yeah, absolutely pleasure, man. So if you guys don't know who these guys are, this is Amafella. They are a new trio, a new group, but they're all individual artists themselves. But today they've come to show us exactly what they do as a trio, as a new band. So can you guys give me a little bit of a background on how Amafella came about?
So we're all individual artists, and it only made sense. We've been working for the last 5-6 years together. I've known Bailey for almost 20 years. Tanaka, I've worked with him since 2018, 2019. And man, and I think we've been working with a group called Kitambo Lab in Italy. And we're working on some songs, and we just thought, we might as well just all join together and create a group called Amafella.
We found when we first started to do music together, etc., we found that our sound and the way that we had our own individuality, as we knew as solo artists. But when we came together, it was this eclectic sound that was just it was right. And every song we was doing was getting better and better. We get more comfortable with each other. Then as time went on, we just found our sound, and we feel like that's what we are now. So we said we're bringing Amafella to the people, and you guys are going to see what we're about. I can tell you that much
definitely.
now.
Ooh,
one of the main reasons why it made sense for me is not just the idea of like when we're in the studio, it's just a sick vibe. It's more about the brotherhood as well.
Oh, of course.
The way that we vibe. Jokes being thrown. I'm the annoying one that just be throwing little
energy.
He's the youngest.
The disruptor.
The disruptor, exactly. Yeah, that's me. So and then Bailey being big bro, no one can touch us when Bailey's around.
We got protection.
I had to ask him permission. Nice.
Protect yourself.
Listen. Yeah. One thing about Bailey, when we go out, he's got spidey senses. You know what I mean? So every time, guys, I don't feel right. Let's move out of here before I have to just turn out.
You have to look after each other. Like Tanaka was saying, the brotherhood's real. And the energy's right, but you got to remember, first and foremost, we're friends. That's why we call each other brothers. We don't use that as free will. We use that because it's the feeling that's there.
We shout at each other all the time.
I was going to come back to that. I say, surely to make good music,
like brothers,
constructive.
Like brothers, we definitely not argue, but we, like you said, constructive criticism. You know what I mean? But one thing I've noticed is that we play off each other really, really well. When it comes to writing, coming up with melodies, coming up with so many different ways of being able to communicate and connect when it comes to the music, and I think we have a really good formula. But you'll see once we start dropping the music.
Well, listen, we're in studio today, right? So I was like, listen, guys, we changed the format because the last time Kaz and Tanaka were here, we were like just sitting and chatting. We did a bit of music, but it wasn't as much as today was. So if you guys like the music, first of all, I want you to leave a comment down section. Tell me which song you guys liked, and also like these guys post as well, and go to their platform and see where they're at as well. But before we go there, because Bailey, you mentioned that you felt that you had a great fusion. Now, I've heard Kaz's music, but even when I heard the new music, I was like, oh wow, this is quite different. I'm really liking the direction that this is going. So to give the audience a feel of like where your background is in music, because like I said, I want people to know you as individuals as well as a group. So tell me a little bit about your background as an artist.
So as an artist, I've grown up. Obviously, I've got a musical family. Been in the music scene in the 80s, from 70s to 80s. And I've still got family that are active now, still doing stuff that are out there. And I was just brought up with the musical background of I can't put my finger on exactly but everything. And I think that's helped me a lot with my music, because I can listen to any piece of music and understand where it's coming from, obviously if the song's good. But I'm half Trinidadian. My dad's from Trinidad, Caribbean. My mum's half Belizean and half English. So I've got a mix going on there as it is. So now I'm kind of being accepted into the Zim culture because of that. Thank you to Kaz.
I heard you singing Shona as well. I
don't know what I'm singing sometimes, but it sounds good.
It sounded good.
Man's got the vernacular.
We have to be honest with you, we have a conversation. Obviously when we write stuff, they explain to me this means this means that. So obviously when we're writing, if they say like, I start the song or whatever, or you know, I come with an idea, they'll run off me and then go from that. But if they start with Zin, they have to explain to me, you know, this is or Shona. They have to.
And
explain
you know the crazy thing is that when we're doing it in Shona, if we see him singing it and it's caught him, then we know we got something.
That's what it's about, right?
That's what it's about. That's
I
exactly
absolutely love the connection there, man. I heard you singing. You sounded fluent, by the way, Sean. I was wanting to speak to you,
He's been around us way too long to not be fluent now. You know,
but it was crazy because obviously me and Kaz previously did songs before Tanaka came on the scene, and we had songs that went like Remedy, etc. Some of our original songs, and they did really well in Zimbabwe. But to me, because I was learning about everything and the culture in Zimbabwe, when I was going to festivals and stuff, people were saying, knowing me and you know, showing me love. You're Bailey Brown, and I had people, random Zim people. So I feel like they have accepted me slowly, you know, as you know. As long as I show that I'm, you know, the willing, the power, and the good music, you know, showing the love and the respect for the culture.
That's it.
I think that's it, you know.
I feel it, and actually, you know what? One of the best things I've noticed is you've got the perfect last name as well. Brown, from great uncle Andy Brown, who's a Zimbabwean legend, right?
Yeah,
so, I always forget because my uncle's called Andy Brown.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
The same uncle.
Hey, are you sure you guys are
My
not
uncle's called Andy Brown. I always forget. He says it to me.
Choose
And I
my
don't take.
uncle's cousin's daughter's son.
I never really take it. I'm just taking it in again. Yeah, but we got the same uncle.
Yeah, I remember the
Crazy.
first time I met Bailey's uncle, because he's a DJ as well. He's a drum and bass DJ. And it's like, yo, Cass, this is my uncle, Andy Brown. I'm like, that's my uncle. He's like, nah. It's like, yeah. And then he introduced me. He's like, Andy Brown. I'm like, what? That is mad.
It's
That's when you know.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's just the way of fate as well. You got to believe, because all these things come together, and as you go on, the journey shows you different signs and why they happen. Sometimes things might not go right, but you realize why they haven't got right, because it takes you to that position where you're at. So our musical journey has just taken us down this road and this path that we're leading on, and I can say right now we're so happy with what this year is going to bring and what we've got in store for you, you know.
Absolutely.
So it's a beautiful thing, believe me.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Like, I'm just hearing the songs, and I got really excited, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to have you guys in studio. So that's awesome. So thank you so much, man, Bailey, for that intro.
That's okay.
Obviously, I'm gonna leave Kaz for last because you can take ages to get explain it.
Yeah.
So Tanaka, now I've spoken to you because the last time I interviewed Kaz, mostly, so I'm gonna leave him to last. But Tanaka, the last time we spoke, right? I know that you were making music, you produce and you write and you play instruments as well. I just found out today that you play the bass.
Yeah.
Proper play the bass as well. So give me a bit of a history about your musical history, man.
So musical history, I started singing when back in the day my grandma was like, you know, you're good at that. So I'd always used to practice, come back. Like I used to say, like school holidays. So my dad used to kind of like after school, the day after school. Sorry, yeah, the day school closes, literally it's taking a school musha. Yeah, and then you'll bring us back the day before school opens.
Wow.
So like I would be preparing in school, you know, practicing singing, and then come back and sing for grandma, and then like from there it just then spiraled on to like my first song Donza, and then
Donza.
Yeah.
We have to get up and Donza.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? I see how it sounds fluent with it. So yeah, it's just been growing, and now we're at this point where I've released like a few tracks, made it to like Star FM top 10, you know, BBC. Even we had the pleasure of going to tour with Natio. That was a good chapter in my life. Really good. So yeah, I've grown now. We've created this group. Now we're moving forward with Amafella, and we all get to take all our fusions and then just push it forward now. So yeah, that's my history. I know I just went on, but yeah, that is that's my background.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. So thank you so much for that breakdown. And you know, we actually had Natio, you probably remember, last year sometime as well.
Yes,
Oh, is it?
Great performer, great heart, and a great individual as well. So yeah, man, that's a great person to learn from for sure. So,
Yeah, very cool dude as well.
Very,
like
very cool.
humble. That's what I like about him.
My favorite thing that Nati says is, I believe.
Yes.
I believe that I am the one. and for sure, you know, his confidence instills confidence in me,
Yes.
and I understand why people resonate with him, because when you see that confidence in him,
that's what you want.
It just resonates so much, and you're like, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to see young blood like that doing his thing. You know what I mean? I got so much respect for him.
No, likewise, man. Likewise, no, he's an awesome artist and very inspirational. Like I just had to sit there and just be like, when I listen to him, it's like, let me just listen to the brother talk, man. So it's great, absolutely great.
For sure.
Yeah. So last but not least, Kaz, man, welcome back.
Okay, let's set a timer for 20 minutes.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it nice and short. I just want to say, you know what? I've been in the game for a very, very long time, and I've been part of a duo. I've seen the benefits of it, and I've seen the negatives of it, and now doing it again with my brothers, I'm really excited because also it's a new chapter and it's a new challenge for me as well, being in this game for such a long time. And I'm just really happy that I'm with these guys and doing it with these guys. And for me, it's all about the journey. You know what I mean? I'm excited for what the journey is bringing. And man, Amafella.
Honestly, bro, I'm excited. So that's a perfect segue into like the next topic, which is what's the next journey? What's the next step? Because it's a new platform, isn't it?
So we've been working, like I said, for the last 3 years, locking down some songs. And like I said, we've been working with our friends from Italy, Kitambo Lab, Will and Andrea. And we're just recently working with now Cristiano as well. But we're really excited to work with these guys. They're bringing a different vibe to Afro beats. And I'm really excited about it because, white boys, you know what I mean? Bringing that African vibe and with our help and influence, it's like, it's a beautiful kind of sound, a mixture of, of different African sounds. And that's what I'm really excited about. So, on the music side of things, you've got this so much fusion in it, and then you've got 3 different types of vocal here with so much fusion in it. So I'm really excited for like I said, for this next chapter, and I'm really excited for our personal fans, to experience this next segment of what we're about to release. Yeah, man.
So can I tease it a little bit? Can we talk about it a little bit? Because
sure.
It's controversial. You guys were independent artists.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know it is what it is, but some artists talk about, I want to be signed, and it's a bit tricky. But tell me some good news, because you just told me some great news, which I know some people might think, is that really good news? Tell me about you guys being signed.
So we're signed to a company, or should I say a label by the name of Tank Floor, which is a subsidiary of Warner Italy.
Yeah. I'm gonna clap for that.
Thank you very much.
I don't want to minimize it, because you kind of
can't minimize that.
You just kind of breeze past that, but I don't want to minimize it because
of course,
it's a very good initiative, man.
Yeah,
so,
we are really excited to be signed under subsidiary of Warner Music. We're really excited because obviously from what we've been told, Afrobeats and African vibes are now starting to blow up in the European section, and obviously they found us and they were like, yo, we really want to work with you guys. Sound is fantastic. So we are excited that they are excited. And, for labels to be excited is the most important thing for us, because we don't want to be in a position where you're just getting signed and then you're getting shelved. Yeah. These guys are excited to work with us. They're excited to spend money with us. So, man, we're really excited. I mean, like I said, the songs that we've got, man. Yeah. Like I said, the most important thing is follow the page, Amafella Official, because you will see Wagwan.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm excited. I've heard a few of the songs as well, and they're just absolutely fire. I'm looking forward to it so much, man.
Yeah, me too.
Kaz, you've been in the game for a long time. What sort of, like, I don't know if I can call it advice, but what sort of guidance and help would you say you can give, that you guys can give to other artists?
I just think one thing that learning along the way, Kaz said it earlier, and he always has said it to me as well, enjoy the journey no matter what's happening. So enjoy your journey, and just obviously you have to put that hard work in and make sure it's right for you, and just believe in your talent, and it will prevail, because that's how I saw it, and I carried on and I carried on. We all did, and we all have, and you have to have that hunger for it.
Absolutely.
But you have to do it right, and you come out on top if you give it that full, your full effort. So I'll just say, just keep doing you, keep your head down, and keep firing those bullets. You get me?
Yeah, 100%. And I'll speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for you guys, but we're not young anymore, right?
Absolutely.
So there's always the challenge of, man, do I keep making music because I love it? As a creative, it's the thing that I do, right? It's the thing that I know. But it's a challenge, right? To keep making something after, like I said, I love what you said about just persevering and doing something.
Exactly.
Because it's part of you. It's not just something you just kind of go, I do it because I get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're seeing the fruits of that, the rewards of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's absolutely
I
great.
mean, I went down the road of, you over the years, you're the one spending the money, you're the one, because you have to, you have to put something down.
Independent,
And you have to, you go, the journeys. I used to do stuff. I used to get in the car. I used to get, when I say a book, I used to go and do it for free. So I used to get a booking in London or whatever. This is a couple of years ago, and I used to get in my car by myself, just go there. Never met anyone in my life in this book, and I go into this place and just perform. And I used to do it for the love, just to try and get myself out there. And they're the times that I'm always going to remember, the late night being tired, and getting home, work the next day. No, but on a real, that's
Part
what
of
it
the
was. I was
journey.
doing
Right.
it, and I was traveling, and so I've lived that kind of thing. I put a lot of money into things, and but for the love, and that's what you do.
Yeah.
So, like I said, to be here now, where we're in the position that we're in, is something that is amazing. And I knew it will come. It was just when it was going to come. It's just timing, and I feel like it's the right time. So
That's blessed. That's absolutely right, man. Yeah.
Now, for me, I just feel like the biggest thing that I'm learning, especially even now, I'm still learning, is about writing, and the biggest songs are usually the ones that you don't think really are gonna bang. Like, for example, when we wrote Madao, right? Obviously, we knew that the chorus was second to none, right? But one of your favorite parts is the second verse, and that one was more. It was the reason. It's like the one that had a lot of emotion that people could relate to, and that I wasn't intending for it to be like that. I was just literally talking about how I was feeling at that particular moment in time, where some girl said to me da 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 da, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna put that on a track, right? And then that just became the part that blew about that song. So my lesson is, when you're writing, speak from your actual emotions and the things that are actually happening in your life, because that is what everyone else is relating to. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
100%, man.
That's why I'm very excited about what we've written with Amafella. I think it's going to be special, man. Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. So tell me about the songwriting process, because you guys say you sometimes fight like brothers. So how do you come up with you come up with the concept, you write the song. Who's the writer in the group? Do you all write?
Everyone's got their own. This is what we was trying to say at the beginning, because everyone's got their own style of what we bring to the table. We all work off each other for what were our strengths, basically.
See, I think it also kind of depends on the project as well.
Yeah.
Like sometimes what I'm really good at is I'm very good at coming up with dynamics, top lines. Tanaka is very good at writing. Bailey is also good at writing. We all will write. So basically, I'll give you an example. So you would come up with a top line, right? Bailey will come in and you'll be like, oh, what about if we switch that here? And Tanaka's like, yeah, that sounds nice. Okay, let's keep that top line. So we record the top line. Then Tanaka starts writing. Bailey will then look at the writing and say, okay, what about if we switch this part?
Piece.
This part, and make it like this. Okay, cool. But in terms of vernacular, maybe it needs to finish with the at the end. So then that's how it would work. And you'd be like, okay. Then Bailey will think, okay, what can rhyme with na, sta, fa, pa? Okay, what about that? Oh, that works. What about lyrics? Yeah, that works. And that's how it works. That's how we'll be bouncing off each other. And that could be in a 20-minute situation. One round of listening to the song. And what we also have this thing where when we're listening to a song, right, especially if we know that the instrumental is fire, I'm like, nah, you guys don't have to listen to this right now. Let's put it in the project. And I press record because I want to hear you guys' first initial ideas, the rawness right from the get-go. I mean, that's what happened with Bless My Life. I mean, as soon as we switched it on, he came up with a dynamic this time, you know what I mean? Nobody got na 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 na. Like, ooh, that's nice. Na 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 na. And then I've been gone for a minute now. Now I got to. I'm like, okay. I give thanks every day. I'm like, okay. And then that's it. And then literally building on the verses, And that's how it works. And I find that's what's very special about Amafella, is that apart from us being like this, if we stepped in the studio with just anyone, the same process would work. And this is because we've refined it so well. Like I said, 3 years of meticulously understanding how we can feed off each other. And I'm proud of these ones. They do really well. They've done really well.
We're all pushing, man. We're all pushing.
Man,
Awesome, because you're not like a boy band that's just been put together like Britain's Got Talent or something.
No.
You guys are proper
We all
friends.
have our own individual elements, which is so beautiful about it. That's the most important thing. Remember, we were having that conversation the other day about, it's important to also have so much contrast in a song, which shows your individuality, but at the same time gives it a beautiful picture, because it's not, you don't want to just have a bland vibe. You want to be able to see greens, blues, oranges all coming together and forming this beautiful masterpiece. And I feel like everyone, from tone to style of writing to singing process, everyone's got their own individual style. When it comes together, it's fire.
Awesome,
fine.
man. Yeah. So, what about the musical part of it, like production-wise? How does that go about? Do you guys get? Obviously, I know you're working with the production company as well, but
yeah. So obviously, we've got the producers that we work with, and they're just they know what we want. They know, and we like Kaz said earlier, they've got their own sort of sound and how it is, and we're creating our own sound with them. So all together. So if we throw them ideas, they'll give us a beat, whatever, and if we like it, or we can you change that? But once we recorded, we can send it back to them, then they might change a few things in the beat. That's the beauty of having that relationship with the producers.
I remember one song. Tell them about Senor, how that came about.
What do you mean?
So there's a song that we've written as well called Senor, right? Senor, and we were writing one song, and Tanaka's ad-libs, he came up with something in Senor. And we sent the vocals and the ad-libs and the ideas, just the top lines of, this is what we're coming up with. And one of the producers, Will, he took a piece of one of Tanaka's ad-libs for that one other song, and he switched it and made a whole new song.
Oh wow!
off a dynamic, of a top line, and that's who we're working with. So you got to understand. Man, I can't wait. The quality.
We want you guys,
honestly, that's the beauty with working with producers and Kitamba Lab, Andrea, Will. Shout out to those two guys. They're beasts, man.
Shout out.
What my favorite thing is, like, I don't have to then work to the typical way of, okay, someone's gonna send me a beat, then I have to be creative in the scope of the beat. Do you understand? I can just purely just seeing what I'm feeling right now and just send it as a voice note, and then next thing you know,
something built around it.
Yeah, see how we felt. I sent vocals for Nyeza to William, and then he's like, I'm gonna redo this whole thing.
Wow.
The next thing that came up was me and
slowed it down, made it sound even, it changed the mood. Wow. Like, I had already fallen in love with this one song that we had done called Nyeza, and we sent it to Will, and I was like, here's the acapella. He slowed it down, he switched up the vibe, and he was like, when I heard it, I couldn't, you want to always come with some sort of constructive criticism. I was quiet that day. That's 20 years in the game, bro. I stopped, I phoned Tanaka, and I was like, yo, bro, did you hear that thing? He was giggling like a girl, like, I can't believe what he just did. And I'm like, bro, bad. It's nice to know that the guys that we're working with, like I said, we're a powerhouse. Amafella is us three in the front, but it's actually 5 of us all together, including William and Andrea. So shout out to the whole squad that is working together, because the team is strong.
Very strong.
Awesome, man. Absolutely brilliant, man. I'm loving it. So can you guys tell me what's next? What's the future holds for Amafella as a crew, and also for you guys as individuals as well?
As all looking at me like,
no, because I just feel we've got our plans, and we've got the music. The catalogue is very strong. Like, we just want you guys to just be along there for the journey to see what's coming this year and where we're at. And we've got performances coming up. We've been asked to do something called Afrofest, which is actually in Milan in Italy in June. So it's a 3-day festival, which it travels all over the world. And they've asked us to do that. That's our first. So we've got things popping up, and once we come at Amafella is officially pushing and out there, and everybody's alert of who we are, I'm sure bookings will come in, won't they? So we're confident. So we're just playing it as we go along, and see where it takes us.
I think for the moment as well, what we're planning on doing is we're planning on releasing a couple of covers, refixes of some certain covers that we personally like, and just to kind of test the waters and let you guys know what we're about. So hopefully that's going to start dropping real soon. And then once we start dropping our covers, just to get warmed up, then we're going to start dropping our official singles. So yeah, we're excited about dropping a couple of these covers, man. Very nice twist to them.
I've heard a few, so you guys are gonna love them.
Check them out right now.
Check them out
right now.
Amafella.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, share, and subscribe as well once you're watching.
Yeah, make sure 7th Century. Gotta follow.
You gotta follow.
You've got to follow.
We're gonna have a lot more performances like this, a lot more interviews like this, really getting in depth and following Amafella as well, Bailey, Tanaka, and Kaz on their journey. You guys, you've been fantastic. Thank you so much for gracing us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on our platform. I wish you guys all the best and all the success in your careers and also the Amafella journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
It's imemi mruti simbisa. You know what I mean? Mruti simana.
Whatever he said.
Amafella. Thank you, Amafella. Amafella, you boys have been fantastic. You guys like that? Follow Amafella, Bailey Brown, Tanaka, and Kaz. The links are below, so make sure you go follow them, follow their journey on this exciting journey that they're on.
And if you want to see more interviews like this, make sure you follow 7th Century.
Yeah.
Because they got the swag, they got the vibes. Come on, look at where we are. Come on. You don't disappoint, man. We get excited to come here because look at the vibes.
And
look at the vibes.
And also, if you want to check out what we're doing individually as well, Kaz Khalif is Instagram page, mine Tanaka says about music, Bailey Brown. So make sure you follow all of that, guys, because there is a lot of content, as you can see, that we're
individually
working
and
behind the
as
scenes
a
for
crew.
you
Yeah,
guys.
man.
So make sure you're tuned in so that you get to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank
Wish all the
you.
best. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe on the links below. Check you guys out next day. Bye.
Amafella.
Peace.
Nice.